Oh, say does that.
And you'd like to say these teams are playing well coming in. Right, that is certainly not the case.
Yeah, they are struggling. And tonight is a big-time opportunity. One of these teams is going to leave here with a much-needed win.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. The wide open look here for Koulibaly. Misses the 3. Here's Edgecombe. He's defended by Koulibaly. Embiid, no good. George passes to Davis. Oubre pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Koulibaly up top. Davis inside. Get on George. And finished off by Davis.
Oh, look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Now here's Embiid. No good with the layup. Left side Davis. And they double up Davis. Here's Sarr. No good with the triple. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Edgecombe. That 3 off the mark. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
And so here is Philadelphia. Following the three-pointer by Anthony Davis. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And Maxey wasting no time, clapping right back with his own triple.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Edgecombe. Following the basket by Trae Young. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
In the corner, it's Sarr. Pass to Young. Davis with a screen on Maxey. Young, no good. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by George.
The shortest 3 in the game. Maxey solid from that corner.
Washington trailing. Here's Koulibaly. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's George. Oubre pulls it in.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Edgecombe, no good. Wizards have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Young's shot is off. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. George, that's a 2-pointer.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh, not on my watch.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Now, here is Young. It's Davis on the wing. And again, Washington, no good.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Oubre, shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Now, that's the lefty stroke of Oubre, right? He can hit from mid-range right on out to deep three-point range.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Wizards trail by 6. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. This approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Oubre bounce pass. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Maxey. Launches it. Good on the triple. Maxey's got 12.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
The first one falls. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. Wizards trail by 5. To the middle. It's tipped. Left side, George. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by George. He's got 14.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Young with the ball. George picks him up. Fires it up. Oubre can't get it to go. Washington's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Johnson kicks to Young. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 15-6 run. Edgecombe. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Johnson outside. Davis setting the pick for Johnson. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here's Watford. Pass to Grimes. Here's the three. Hits it from three-point range. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Well, you talk about spacing the floor. This is exactly what you hope for from Quentin Grimes.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Grimes. He's looking for Drummond. Finds him.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
For Washington, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. To the inside. Vucevic can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 8. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent. We still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you guys.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Johnson after the made shot from Andre Drummond. To the wing right side. Back to Carrington. Pass to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. For the 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, hey, Johnson is a volume three-point shooter for a reason because he's very accurate from beyond.
Green by Watford. And here is Drummond. Back to Grimes. Now Watford. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And it's Carrington missing. The 76ers leading by 10. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Watford with it. Back to Grimes. And a miss there on the triple. Now Carrington. And the layup falls.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Quentin Grimes out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Edwards. And it's Barlow in at the power forward. Pass to Embiid. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Philadelphia leading by 6. Watford passes to Embiid. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. No good. Embiid's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Johnson outside. The 3 from Davis. The rebound by Watford. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Edwards passes to Grimes. From deep. Rebound, Washington. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Davis, the pass to Riley. Back to Davis. Anthony Davis, too much size.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
The 76ers leading. Outside Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Fade away. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Carrington with the ball. Watford on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
And Washington making a change here. Reese is checked in. Then for the 76ers, Jabari Walker's checked in for Edwards. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Trendon Watford. Trae Young, he's checked in for Washington. Terry's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Davis. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about the touch on that mid-range? Davis has that shot on automatic.
And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And Philadelphia making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Embiid against Davis. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Philadelphia has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Pass to Carrington. Here is Riley. No scoring in this one. They set the screen. Carrington bounce pass. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Now here's Embiid. He's guarded by Davis. Back to Maxey. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. 16 points for Tyrese Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Young.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Here's Maxey. 16 points for him. Shot on the wing, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And that's tough to guard against. Maxey is just so quick off the ground with that pull-up.
Young taking his time here. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Grimes with it. Inside. In close. Embiid gets it to fall.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Down low. Here's Davis. The kick out to Young. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Maxey. Alexander Saw. He's checked in for Carlton Carrington. George is checked in for Philadelphia. Edgecombe comes in for Edwards. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Keyshawn George, he's checked in for Washington. Koulibaly comes in for Johnson. Oubre's checked in for Philadelphia. Czar with the screen on Maxey. Young played in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
The 76ers leading by 7. Outside, Maxey. Back to George. It's stolen by Davis. In transition, here come the Wizards. The kick out to Young. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 11. Here's George. And he makes good on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 6.
The defense must push Paul George further out. This guy's so adept at finding ways to score inside.
And Young, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. 13 points in the game. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. And George kicks to Oubre. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And there was some power behind that slam by Edgecombe.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Of the big men in the league, Doris, Anthony Davis, to me at least, has always been among the best one-on-one scorers.
Well, that's because, Kevin, he is a 3-level scorer. He can be a lob threat. You can put him on the box or at the elbows. You're going to have to draw a second defender if he's on the face-up because he can't get guarded one-on-one.
And the 76ers making a change here. Drummond's checked in.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
Davis in the corner. Young outside. Over Maxey. Young, no good.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
To the paint. George with the steal. Here's Davis. Up and in from the low block. Davis has got 7 now in this quarter.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
Pass to Edgecombe. Oubre kicks to George. His 3-pointers off the mark. Wizards trail by 5. Tries the spin move. Davis finds Young. Davis setting the pick for Young. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Young's got 16.
And most of the time, you expect Young's 3-ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
Philadelphia's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Outside, George. Washington with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Oubre with the steal. It's George on the wing. That doesn't go either for George.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Well, with that size, it's easy for Sarr to see right where the rock needs to go.
52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
76ers trailing. Young with the steal. Saw the pass to Davis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. 22 points for Anthony Davis.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Drummond. Here's Edgecombe. He's defended by Koulibaly. Shot clock at 5. Here's Drummond. Got a hand on it.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
And George kicks to Young. From outside, off the mark. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Washington Wizards. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks. I'm here with Trae Young. Trae, it was a slow start, but you got...
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Now, here is Young. Anthony Davis is out there with Keyshawn George. Then it's Koulibaly. Then it's Alexander Sarr. And it's Young in at the point. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And so here is Philadelphia. 6-point game. Oubre outside. Outside, George. Pass to Embiid. Back to George. Takes a three. Rebound by the Wizards. Sarr's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Young from outside. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got 6 rebounds in the game. George in the post. He's guarded by Davis. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's George missing. Washington leading now by 6. Young outside. On the wing. Koulibaly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And George kicks to Davis. Over George. And it's Davis missing. Ball's knocked loose. The 76ers trail by 6. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Embiid. Over Young. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
And you look at Edgecombe, he had really good assist numbers.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Wizards shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
First team foul.
And he makes the first.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Maxey. George against Oubre. Outside, George. Off target with his 3.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
George. And it's George finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Oubre for three. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Young kicks to Davis. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Here's Maxey. Rolls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one with a high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, "It's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all of that stuff, but it'll still work." Kevin?
You got it, trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. Clock at 4. Young from outside, drops in the tray. Young's got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards.
A bad man on the offensive end. Young can really be a menace with his shooting.
Maxey passes to George. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Wizards. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And for over a decade in the NBA great, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. From deep, George. Rebound, Washington.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Fires for 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's George. And Davis sends it back. To the inside. And Sarr throws it down.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Pass to Oubre, and they get it. And Davis pulls it down.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
The 76ers trail by 18. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Offline with his 3. Young passes to Sarr. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. Pass to Young. Now, here's George. Paul George with the steal. Here's Maxey. Oubre kicks to Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this is a big part of his game, creating offense for his team off the glass.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Sarr. Fires the 3. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oubre outside. No good from outside. Here's Washington now. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's George. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They trail by 18. And here's George for three. Rebound, Washington.
He has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Young outside. Pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. He gets hauled in by Paul George. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Shoots from the line. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Maxi's got 22 points.
Doing some damage from the mid-range. Maxi's skilled at finding space to let it fly.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Here's Carrington. Count it from 12. Carrington's got 6 points.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Wizards leading by 16. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. They get it back to the right side. Here's Champagny. Nothing on the board. Here's Vucevic. 1 on the clock. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
Edwards, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Carrington. And the 3 off target. It's deflected. It's stolen by Johnson. Down low, Vucevic.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And so it's the Washington Wizards closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Trendon Watford. He's out there with Quentin Grimes. Embiid is out there with Edwards. And it's Barlow in at the 4 slot. Back to Watford. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Riley. Oh!
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Philadelphia shooting reasonably well, 45%. High post, Embiid. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Pass to Vucevic. Wizards passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
The 76ers trail by 20. Spins. Here's Grimes. Scores off the spin.
Yeah, Grimes has the frame to work down low. I like when he gets inside.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Carrington with the ball. Bradford on him. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Embiid and the 7.
And really, Embiid is a threat to score from anywhere. The defense has got to earn.
Wizards making a switch here. Young's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Maxi's checked in. Here's Young. Kicks it out to Johnson. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. And that's now 7 points for Johnson.
A strong catch and shoot option. Opponents will learn you can't give Johnson those kind of looks.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Young against Maxey. Johnson for 3. Great D that time from Edwards. The 76ers trail by 17. It's Grimes on the wing. Back to Edwards. Maxey on the wing. Defended by Young. Maxey on the wing. A three-pointer, no good.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Here's Carrington. Drills it from outside. And the Wizards lead by 20.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Here's Embiid, and Davis sends it back. Pass to Johnson. It's stolen by Edwards. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. To the middle. And Edwards slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. On its way from Young for 2. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Young's got 28.
He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jump.
Yeah, if it's one thing to score on a guy, it's another to flat-out torture.
For 3, Edwards. Rebound, Washington. Davis is shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Maxey. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Stars checked in for Carlton Carrington, and Georgia subbed in for Johnson. Davis, the pass to Young. Driving in, and that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one. And here are the 76ers now. Young with the steal. And now, here comes Young on the break, and they pick up 2.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
Koulibaly, he's checked in for the Wizards.
Second team foul.
And that one falls for Young. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
To halt the run, and Davis sends it back. Saw the pass to Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Embiid finds Maxey. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by George.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He gets that one.
That's where you want Sard doing his work offensively. He is a tough cover in the paint.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Davis, the pass to Sard, and Sard throws it down.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Now Edgecombe. And here's Embiid. 5 on the clock. Over Sard. Embiid, no good. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Coulibaly. Short. Takes it off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Washington. It's Davis on the wing. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Deflects the pass. Paul George with the steal. Outside, Maxey. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Philadelphia.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Washington.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Davis.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. Coulibaly against Maxey. Here's Young. Here's Sard. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
And Young, here we go. Good on the bucket. Young's got 37.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Edgecombe. He's defended by Coulibaly. Maxey, no good.
KYP. Know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
At his best when attacking the rim. Young not settling for a jumper, putting the onus on the D.
Drops in the layup for two. Young's got 41.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
Anthony, your playmaking stood out tonight. Did you flash back to your days as a perimeter player in high school?
A little bit. The perks of being a guard before I became a big. I get to handle the ball like that. So, it was fun. It was fun tonight. Most importantly, we got the win, and just keep getting better.
He can do it all. Thanks, AD.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Calling it